All right, so not the first time he has been the #1 bantamweight contender, but most would argue this is a totally different beast than the man who arrived in a championship setting prior. Your thoughts on the #1 contender coming in here tonight?
You know, when you get here, you find an opportunity to try and become the man. But if it doesn't work out, you got to find your way back. That's exactly what this guy did. Not many believe that he would find his way back to this championship. He has, but now he understands that this will be the last chance. Last chance to become the champion. You cannot miss this opportunity. It's all or nothing for this guy walking into the octagon.
As some might say, don't be Russell Westbrook, right? Don't get to the NBA Finals one time, you gotta get back.
Twice. You gotta get there twice.
Well, he still has visions of becoming a 2-division UFC champion, and perhaps tonight will be a step in that direction. Here is the future UFC Hall of Famer, the Mark Henry-trained Frankie Edgar.
The little engine that could is what we call him. Frankie Edgar will not be deterred. He's a phenomenal striker. He's a great wrestler, and his jiu-jitsu was on display when he dominated Cub Swanson in the main event. It was unreal to watch him just control every single position. He's a true mixed martial artist in the highest order, Frankie Edgar.
And with respect to present company, DC, Frankie Edgar might be the most popular American UFC fighter of all time.
Oh yeah, he's unbelievable. We all love him. And you know what? I love him just as much as the fans do. Everybody likes to watch Frankie Edgar compete.
Let's see how it goes for Effie here under the bright lights tonight. Our tale of the tape for this bantamweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Jonathan "Dragon" Martinez. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting, leading, defending, undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the World, Frankie "The Answer" Edgar.
Herb Dean, our referee for this
fight.
one.
Ready. Good.
All right, here we go. Another big night for the MMA leader from Las Vegas, Nevada's T-Mobile Arena. Been a lot of seminal moments in this building. I can think of one.
It was a big performance at UFC 226. Well, John, also UFC 200, I got to stand across the cage from Anderson Silva in that arena. This is a place where big fights happen. And tonight, you get to stand amongst the legends at the T-Mobile Arena.
Oh, right into mount.
He's got to be careful here.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Well, the ground and pound has been working for him. Nice job here by Edgar. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Edgar. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Edgar's back in half guard. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Well, that combination's going to leave a mark. You see him getting top position, standing over his opponent, and delivering the ground strike. Nice job by Edgar. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley's somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head. Fun.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy out of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
Horn sounds for the end of round one.
Deep breath. Breathe. All right, let's get him some water. Take a drink. All right, here we go. Listen, you're doing absolutely awesome.
All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Doing work with the jab there. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Kickboxing 101. Big right hook coming is blocked. Well, the most significant stat in this fight, and you can see it right there in plain sight, bottom of your screen, the body strikes. His opponent has had absolutely no answer. He hasn't lowered his guard with the elbow whatsoever, and I'm not sure how many strikes to the body he can take before he ends up crippling here. We'll see. Well timed with the short uppercut and the clinch by Edgar.
Oh, he better start moving. He can't take too many of those uppercuts.
Takedown defense holds up.
The fighters separate.
And that one certainly found the target. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? He missed with that jab attempt there. Whiffs on the right hand. Oh, Edgar comes in and lands, and now he gets out. This is a hard guy to get a beat on, DC, I would think, because he's there and then he's not. Just misses with that one. 90 seconds to go.
Right hand barely missed there.
Well, he's had next to no answers for the body shots here tonight, and now some redness really starting to develop on that side.
We're starting to see the damage. We're starting to visibly see the effect that all these body strikes are taking on this guy. He's got to do something different, and he's got to be very careful, because look for his opponent to go over the top now that he set him up.
Oh, Superman punch!
Body kick lands.
The takedown is not there. Good jab. 2 rounds in the books. A lot of highlights over those previous 5 minutes, DC, and big part of the narrative, those knee strikes.
Those knee strikes landed, and they landed and did a ton of damage. You can see his opponent slowing down because he's taking so many of those knee strikes to the body.
Ready. Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Another blistering combination there, really starting to do a nice job stringing the shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting. He is finding every opening that is presented to him.
Leg kick checked by Ed. Oh, huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight.
Both fighters throwing heat now. Oh, perfect execution on the low kick. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really shown. Oh, he's in trouble. Feels like the beginning of the end.
Oh, uppercut.
Swing and a miss with that straight left hand.
Oh, separation of the clinch.
We have crossed the midpoint of this one.
We'll work with that jab. Jab lands. Right into a takedown. Big right hook there by the champ. Yep, and he's got him secured in a half guard now. Now he's going full mount.
Edgar ground and pound from half guard now.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Under a minute to go in the round.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
Edgar's in half guard. And right into side control.
Nice transition.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
All right, buddy, take a seat. Breathe for me. It's okay. Deep breath. Slow that heart rate down. You're fine. All right, we've got to protect that body more. You're letting him get in.
All right, there's the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands. His opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. 4th round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those seminal championship rounds?
You understand that you are getting close now. The night is...
That's a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, with authority to the body. Nice job by him defensively there. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Oh, he didn't seem too phased, but that high kick definitely got through.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Still plenty of time with which to work here, round 4. Right on the button. Oh, that's a big weapon for him, but the overhand right not there that time. Edgar gets the single leg takedown. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Edgar's in half guard now. Working in half guard here, making these shots count. Edgar's back in side control.
What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big, explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up. This is where he wants to be.
Lands with the ground and pound. Oh, there's another ground strike for good measure. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. What a round it was for him, DC, and of course the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here in this next round.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he builds off of the momentum that he gets from that last round. How does he deal with the success that he had and not push too hard too early trying to find the finish? You have to let it come to you as the knockdown came to you in the previous round.
All right, so there's the end of the round. Few things in MMA more devastating than a head kick, and nearly produced a knockout for him there.
We talked to him earlier in the week, and he talked about chances to take the kicks high. He got a chance, he took it, he landed that kick, and almost got the fight finished. Let's see if he can go and do that again.
Deep now. Trouble now.
They say the straight ones are the ones that get there first, and it got right to the target.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Oh, nice check on the leg kick offering there.
Barely missed on an uppercut right here on the inside. Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Oh, well placed with the hammer fist there by Edgar. Nice positional control here. Elbow from the top now by Edgar. And busy as he looks to improve position here. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Edgar. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
Yep, that guillotine knee.
Oh, he escapes!
He got out! I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Edgar.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
1 minute to go in the fight. Back mount now. Edgar's right back to the full mount here. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here.
30 seconds.
Well, he's got his back now. Hard ground and pound shot there, and yes, it was hard, opening right up. Final seconds. Huge strike lands there. Somehow, his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
All right, so a competitive title fight tonight, Daniel, as many expected. 25 minutes, not enough to determine a winner. Slight lean to the champion, or what?
I do believe he's still champion, but that's why he's the champion. Because when the challenges are the biggest, he usually will step up.
Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 48-47. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Frankie the Edgar.
All right, so some people thought maybe Frankie Edgar had lost a step. I'm no fighter, but from what I saw tonight after he gets this win, certainly a guy who's got plenty of fight left.
I mean, he looked as